What's up, people? It's your boy Urban Lover. You know what the deal is. You know what I'm here for. To bring articles and information to you guys. Rumors, gossip, the latest, whatever it may be, whatever it is, I'm going to drop it to you guys. Like I said, a couple days I've been sick, so I ain't get a chance to put a lot of stuff out. But usually when I do, I try to drop as much as I can to give y'all an opportunity to, check stuff out, be entertained, especially when you like on your break, whatever it may be. With that being said, I'm gonna get right to something. This is an article coming out from SB Nation again. This is by Harrison Favorite as well. This is based on Larry Nance. And in this article, it says Larry Nance Jr. says the young Lakers need to develop to attract free agents, which most people already know. Okay, it says the sophomore forward said he's working on his three-point shot and is focusing on improving for next season. Development is a word constantly thrown around as a goal for young players, but it's so broad as to nearly be meaningless. Develop what? Better defensive instincts, more well-rounded post game, learn to pass out of a double team. In the case of Los Angeles Lakers sophomore forward Larry Nance Jr., the offseason development goals are pretty simple: space the floor. If I could just continue to take that 15-footer, and this summer we're even kind of stretching it out to the three a little bit with confidence, that's going to be huge for not only my game, but the whole team offense. Nance Jr. told Andy and Brian Kamenetsky of the ESPN during an appearance on their Land O Lakers podcast on Wednesday. However, just because Nance Jr. said he wants to take his game behind the three-point line doesn't mean he sees himself as an elusive 3 and D player for the Lakers going forward. I don't want to be in that role, Nance Jr. said, after a brief pause to consider his words. Now, if that's what's called upon, yeah, I'll do it. But I will say I want to be limited to just the 3-point line because that's not where my strength lies. I am around the basket explosive athlete, so that's where I want to be. Several players learned just how explosive the Wyoming product was the hard way last season, which you already know. You got videos of him dunking on people. My man Larry Nance, jumping over freaking skyscrapers and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he said he just wanted to make sure he's not moving away from the paint permanently, just enough to make sure if I'm out there at the 3-point line, you have to respect it, said Nance Jr. That's more so where my plan lies. Basically, what he's saying is, you come out there, you contest the 3-point line, he can put the ball on the floor and go to the rim. You know what I mean? So, because he wants to be still a player around the rim, because he is a high flyer around the rim. But he's saying, but he want to get to a point where you have to respect his 3-point as well. All right. Improving individually as a shooter isn't the only part of Nance Jr.'s plan to improve the Lakers. The rest of the team, young core, has to continue to develop, not only so they can improve the team on their own, but also to attract free agents. Us four, and he said us five, guys are going to really need to have good chemistry in order to turn this thing around and attract some big names, said Nance Jr. You understand those big names will be taking a leap of faith and joining a rebuilding Lakers squad, and that is up to the team young core to make that proverbial gap seem less precocious. Just kind of put yourself in those shoes. You're leaving a team because they're not in contention to win, talking about championship. So why would you go to a different team that doesn't have the pieces that you can build around to get to that point? Said Nance Jr. So we as a younger group have to show, hey, we're working, we're getting better, and sooner rather than later, we're going to be ready to compete. To help the Lakers' young team get ready to compete at this level, Nance Jr. said he's in favor of the team adding a few veteran presence to compensate for the loss of Kobe Bryant and other older free agents like Metta World Peace, Roy Hibbert, and Brandon Bass, which Brandon Bass already opted out of his contract. That was already he already said that right after I think the Laker as exit review videos. I'm not too sure, but I know he said that he was going to opt out his contract. So anyway, all of whom may not be back next season. I think I might have learned more from playing in the second unit with Brandon Bass than I did from anybody else this year, Nance Jr. said when asked to explain why veterans were so valuable for a young team. He's just a pro in every sense of the word. He's just a pro. He carries himself the right way, know how to handle post-game interviews. He's just really diligent with his work and stuff like that. To see somebody that been so successful in the league do all that stuff, and you're younger than him, it's just kind of like I better whip it into shape because he's 29 and I'm 22. Why shouldn't I be doing that too? No matter how many veteran habits the young Lakers picked up from veterans like Bass or even Bryant himself, no one player development or addition to the team this offseason is going to be able to replace the hole left by the loss of the Lakers franchise player for the majority of the last 20 seasons. They're talking about Kobe. But I'm gonna go back to Brandon Bass real quick. Now, I understand that he said, Brandon Bass helped him a lot, which is cool, and I respect that. But at the same time, you got three guys with the same, almost similar offense: Brandon Bass, Randall, and Nance. All three of these guys really don't take jumpers. I think Brandon Bass might take like a little 5 or 7 foot jumper. Nance take about 15 footer once in the blue moon, but all of them play around the rim. So Bass, opting out was probably Bass' best thing to do because that means there's more time on the floor for Larry Nance and John Randall. I mean Julius Randall. I said John Randall. Julius Randall. So it's more time for those guys to develop. You know what I mean? Not having a third body to take up minutes from them guys. In order for them to get out there on the floor and do what they need to do. So right now, me personally, like I said, I wouldn't mind Meta World Peace. He's an old feisty veteran. And the one thing I like about Meta, he might be old, but he still got some defensive schemes in his up his sleeve. The guy's pretty good when it comes to defense. So I would like to see them resign Meta World Peace about of all the veterans of anybody. But anyway, get back to this. It said Bryant being a shell of himself, but trying to score like he hasn't left his prime was the two-ton charging elephant at the center of the Lakers' struggle last season. But while Bryant couldn't approximate his old production, neither can anyone else the team add or develop. Nance Jr. said the team young core knows they will have to work together as a group to get the team back to the level the franchise and their fans expect. There's not many Kobe's that can almost put a franchise on his back single-handedly, and we knew it was going to take a group effort, said Nance Jr. None of us are Kobe Bryant. There's never going to be another Kobe Bryant. The Lakers can only hope their group of young players and whatever free agents they acquire can work as hard as him to develop and just maybe return the team to the level of contention they enjoy in Bryant's prime. I'm a fan. We won in 2010. I don't mind watching the team develop as long as we're going forward. So last year we won 17 games. If we win 20, I say 25. Screw that. If we win at least 30 games, then I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? Because that means we're going forward. As long as we don't transgress and actually go backwards. You know what I mean? Like the next year, we go from 30 wins to 25. You know what I mean? As long as we're going forward, that's cool. So with that being said, your man Urban, like I said, I'm coming to you with some videos, some articles, some rumors, gossip, news, whatever it may be, for those who don't have time to search the web for information dealing with our Lakers. So you guys have a blessed day. Enjoy yourself. Much love. It's your man Urban. I'm out.